am bam damn a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
Now cuts in. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 30.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose.
Alabama, here comes the heat. Cornelius Bennett. Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Dante. Alexander first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns it corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
All right, like you.
I'd like for people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't ever been nothing but a winner.
Alabama defeats Miami. Calling has succeeded.
This is not the end. This is the beginning.
Roll Tide, family, roll Tide. And in case y'all didn't hear from the get-go, we are Bam Down, a damn Alabama family, and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brothers and sisters. We love you all. Well, at this time, we got a good show set up for y'all tonight. Y'all gonna be hearing some major shit in the background tonight. It's gonna be funny. See if y'all can figure it out. All right, but let's right now let's bring on Reverend Phil So Good. Reverend, come on down, sir.
So I want everybody to think here for a second. How much does this game mean to you? Because if it means something to you, you can't stand still. You understand? You play fast. You play strong. You go out there and dominate the guy you're playing against. And make the damn win. That's our trademark. That's our MO with the team. That's what people know us as.
How's it going, Reverend Phil Good? What's up, my man?
I'm from Bam Down Sports. It's Tuesday night. You got it. Talking some Friday night tonight. Go ahead, brother. Roll Tide.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate that. Good to have you on. We miss you. Been a long time since last Tuesday night. Good to see you again.
Sir.
But at this time, let's bring on the myth, the legend himself, Alabama Tide. Come on down, Mr. A.
Going anywhere doesn't just roll out great players. He and his staff develop them. It's all about the process.
How's it going, AT?
Hey guys, Roll Tide. How you doing tonight? I'm doing
Roll
wonderful,
Tide,
Mr.
bro.
Spence.
Roll
How
Tide.
about you,
Actually,
partner?
I'm doing very great. I've got a good sports announcer, broadcaster, and background back here. Right now, the Alabama girls are up 4-0 over Sanford. I'm loving it. It's all Alabama tonight, y'all. Everything Alabama, and loving it. And I also want to say, give a big kudos to our man Icebox in the background that's making all this possible. Thank you so much, brother. We do appreciate you. But at this time, I would like to do what I love the most on this show. I would love to do dedication. So Icebox, if you would, please roll the dedication, sir. It is my extreme honor to dedicate tonight's show to Dallas Fire Captain Brett Storch. Brett Storch got the Medal of Honor recipient selected from the Frisco, Texas as of 2022. He won the Citizen Honor Award for his act and selfless courage in going above and beyond the call of duty in the aid of others. Y'all, wait till I tell you what this gentleman did. Talking about going above and beyond the call of duty. Dallas Fire Captain Brett Storch is a remarkable individual who exemplifies courage and selflessness. On September 3rd, 2021, while off duty, Brett witnessed an unconscious crash victim trapped in a burning vehicle. Without hesitation, he sprang into action, extracting the victim from the fully engulfed car and moving her to safety, ultimately saving her life. His act of heroism reflects a great credit upon himself, his family, the state of Texas, and firefighters everywhere. In recognition of his life-saving efforts, Captain Brett Storch received the 2022 Citizen Honors Single Action of Heroism Award. Additionally, he was honored with the Congressional Medal of Honor Society Award at the 2022 Valor Award presentation in Knoxville, Tennessee. His unwavering commitment is aiding others in a time of crisis. And at this time, I'd like to bring everybody on. Captain Storch, for everything, man. Going into I couldn't even imagine going into a burning house like y'all do from a daily basis. To go into, you're going down the road, you see a car on fire, you see a person not moving, and you jump in it. Just jump in it with no equipment. Brother, we at Bam Down Sport, we salute you. Salute, sir. Thank you for your service. Thank you for being an angel of the Lord. Thank you. Thank you. William, what do you got anything you want to bring up about that?
I mean, that's amazing. You know, I don't like heat anyway, and something that's already on fire and then go. I mean, ain't that what you said? I believe you said he's
yes,
go. So, and I know when I had a car that burned up, it just like that. It was pretty much gone when it started. So, yeah, I mean, kudos to him, man. Just not even regard for his own life, his own safety, and went in there. I appreciate him doing that.
AT?
Mr. Storch, again, young man, there's people like you that make me proud to be an American. You definitely are one of them. And again, I salute you, sir. Your courage and your conviction of what you do and what you love evidently to do. You are an amazing person. Thank you so much.
I've got one more to add to this. Bobby Sprinkles, I just saw in here you was a volunteer fireman back in 1990, sir. I'm going to salute you. Thank you for your service, sir. Thank you.
Sir. Thank
the
you, Bobby.
Volunteers are very important. A lot of these small communities couldn't make it without y'all. So thank you, sir. I do appreciate you. I did not know that, Bobby. Thank you for sharing that with us. One of these days, you might want to share some stories with me, and never know what's going to happen. I do appreciate you. At this time, we got TVMA up here, and I see we got a lot of people up in here. Brock was the first one that brought it out, and I'm gonna put this question to AT up here. I hear we have a quitter coming back to Alabama. Would you mind talking to me about a quitter that you called him? Well, would you kind of explain that to me a little bit?
Well, what he's done is he's reinvented himself. He's imagined himself. He's made himself back into a gentleman of his word and of his well-being. Look here, guys. When you leave from Alabama to another school, you're a quitter. You get this. When you come back, You're no longer a quitter. You have improved your being. You've improved your life. You've improved your opportunity. So, hey, that's the difference between a quitter. If you leave the University of Alabama, you are a fucking quitter. And if you don't, if you come to Alabama from another school or come back like he did, which it's kind of confusing, Mr. Spencer, but he's no longer a quitter in my book. So, I mean, we can take him off the quitter list. As a matter of fact, I got it right here. I got him. Let me take a. There we go. Not a quitter. Okay, I got him checked off, Mr. Spencer. Go ahead, sir.
Break. That truck backing that ass up. Oh, God, it's backing it way up. It's backed up so far you see the hair on his eye. That's backing that ass up. What that is. Just saying. But I'm glad you come to the forefront to understand what's best for Alabama. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it. Before we go any further, Mr. William, would you like to say anything about Mr. Proctor coming back, sir?
AJ put it plainly there. Quitters don't win and winners don't quit. So there you go. He's at the winningest college it was, he done great for us, but then he decided I don't know what's going on, so I'm getting out of here instead of staying in there, staying in the fight, wanting to be somebody, and keep on being a winner. But he decided he wanted to quit, and that's what Coach Barry Bryant says. I ain't a damn quitter. I'm a winner, But if you can't quit, you want to quit. You want to get the fuck on. But if you want to win, stay with us. That's what he told her. That's what he told one guy in the late 50s. Said if you'll stay with me, I guarantee you we'll have a damn national championship if you'll stay with me all the way. And he did, and they did. So there that is. Go ahead. I'm on this shit.
Me personally, I love Proctor. I love everything about him. Granted, we all know he needed some more learning. He needed more development. But he was getting there. And I can understand because a lot of the fans panicked when they heard, oh, Nick Saban's, he's retiring. Oh, got it. Okay, he panicked. All right, he panicked, y'all. But I am tickled to death. We have a player of his caliber and his ambition to come back aboard the DeBoyer train. Because we're riding this train all the way to the national championship. Y'all just deal with it. It's coming, and Proctor wanted to be on board, and now he's back on board. Amen, brother. Thank you, Mr. Proctor. I'm glad you're back, brother. Thank you, sir. All right, now let's get on to the topic at hand. I know it's probably confusing a lot of people because we're all about Alabama college football. We're all about it. But what's so bad is what's going on in college now. Right now, if they don't get control of this, and you see that topic up there, Friday Night Lights, you're going to turn the lights off for a lot of the colleges. A lot of the high schools out there. Let me begin with this one. High school football, in my opinion, is in trouble. They really are. Fox Sports. They just acquired the package for college football on Friday nights. They just got that. Matter of fact, KB said that on one of his shows just a couple of days ago. And I had to look into it. And yes, they did. So what's going to happen here? Now, granted, it ain't no panic right now because, we've had other colleges, local people playing on Friday nights that their local people broadcast. Wasn't no big deal whatsoever. Now we have a big time sports, big time in Fox. They ain't doing this to lose money. They're in this to make money. So what are they going to do? They're going to work in, they get more and more of the big games on Friday nights so they can make their advertising money. That's why they're in here. So what's going to happen when you start doing all this? It's going to build. It's going to build. We got expansions. Look at us expanding already. We're going to have super conferences for long. They're going to start off 14 game playoff right off the get-go. But what's happening? You're going to have to play some on Fridays. It's way too much on Saturdays. They're gonna have to mix it up so everybody gets a piece of their pie. I don't know if y'all remember or not. Let me find this real quick. I'm gonna bring this up right now before I go to y'all, gentlemen. Thank y'all for your patience. But I want to bring this up for for all y'all on the fans, been all y'all horsemen, the posse. Love y'all, thank y'all. But y'all can remember this: the horsemen, all of our horsemen, back when the NIL transfer portal first start coming out. We had all star studded cast on CBS Sports. We was all there. We was talking, we was letting y'all know, we're giving you heads up. If they don't get ahead of this, what's going to happen? What's going to happen next? We're going to start recruiting. They're going to start spending money on high school players, getting them up here. They ain't going to have no control. Coaches ain't going to be able to teach these guys. They're going to be transferring. We're going to have this coach over here, these boosters and everybody going over here just stealing players left and right, offering them more money right after a game. And that's what's happening. We said this on CTS Sports Room. I'm talking all studded cast, y'all. All star studs. We're talking Roll Tide Rise Up was there. Nick Saban Jr. was there. KB was coming on to help us out. It was all, William was there. It was all on. We were there. We was on top of it. We was letting y'all know. And at that time, people were saying, oh, come on now. Players deserve money. Don't be taking the money from the players. They deserve all that. And coaches can leave at any time they want to. So why can't the players? But y'all forgot one major thing y'all learning real fucking quick. Coaches have a contract that somebody's going to have to buy out, number one. Number two, they're going to have to pay out of their own pocket if they don't cover that damn contract. Well, the players don't. The players can get up in the morning and say, my damn pussy's hurt. I'm out of here. Ain't a damn thing nobody can do about it. Not a damn thing. They can leave at any point in time. That's the difference, y'all. But we said that back then. So listen to this, these old men right here that's getting ready to talk about Friday Night Lights. If they don't get control over this broadcasting and overlapping college games on TV over Friday night high school games, the smaller high schools who barely get by now, they need concession stands, they need gate money. Just be able to put the lights on for the game. When you start cutting that down 10, 15, 25% of people that staying at home watching the game instead of coming out there, they're going to have to cut their program. They got to. I mean, AT, what do you think, brother?
Yeah, you're right. The people that stay at home already aren't the problem. It's the ones that will be staying home after this. Whenever they get up there and they look up on there, and here comes say you live in the state of Georgia, and here comes Georgia and Georgia Tech, or you live in Alabama. Here's Alabama and Texas, or you live in California and it's USC and Oregon. I mean, they're not going to stay. They're going to stay home and watch the game. A lot more of them will start staying home watching the games of all these big schools and these power schools. So these smaller schools, like down here in Alabama, we got like the Cortland, Hatton, Hazelwood, schools like that, the small 1A little schools and stuff like that. They're not going to be able to keep the lights on, like you said, just to pay the light bill. They got to have them people in there, and they're not going to be there. They're going to be at home watching Alabama's ball game or watching Auburn's ball. Oh, Lord, what I said.
Yeah, you said it.
Anybody's ball game. Yeah, I messed up. It ain't good, man. I agree with you 110%. The transfer portal is killing high school football players. And now these Friday night games like you're talking about, Spencer, they're going to really hurt the high school even more. And what are they going to do? All these kids are going to leave and go to these bigger schools like IMG. I mean, that's about what I figure is going to happen, Mr. Spencer. Back to you, buddy.
William, what do you think, sir?
Now, how many of these parents can do that at the high school level, though? How many can pick up and go from Somerville, Alabama, down to IMG down in Florida, I guess is where it's at, or wherever. How many can afford to just quit their job, leave where they're at, go down to there to do that?
Not that
But
many, sir.
Huh?
Not that many.
Yeah, not many. They're going to have to
Not
stay
many,
at the local
right.
level where they're at, or in that region. I mean, you could probably go. I mean, the parents could probably maybe go. I'd say 75, maybe an hour at the most, and then still get back in time to, I don't know how far busing goes. It wouldn't do that, but that's. I just don't see it.
I understand what you're going with it, and I agree with you. I agree with both of y'all, because right now, let's look at one of the, just in the, let's say the Birmingham, Huntsville type area, which is like an hour and 30 minutes apart. You got the big school of Hoover right there. Big program. Awesome. That people could probably go to. But how is, like, I'm from Pisgah, Alabama. Little bitty small school up there. And our football field is still named after, excuse me, named after my football coach when I played way back when. We are so small. I mean, the teachers, everybody that ran the actual game night on Friday night was volunteers. Concession stand, everything. They did not ask for a dime. They did it. You had parents showing up, helping out. You had ex-players helping out. Just trying to get by. Just keep the lights on to show the game. Not mention trying to get the money up to put the gas in the buses to go to the away games.
Right.
So you start cutting them back. I know it don't sound like much. I know people are thinking, what's 10%? What's 15%? What's 20%? Y'all, it adds up when you need every little penny. Think about it when you're trying to pay your power bill. You need diapers for your baby, and you need the lights on. We just went through a winter that you just had to fight through keeping the heat on for your kids. Now we're getting ready to get into summer. Well, you're gonna need AC, and your kids are crying because they're hungry. Where you gonna put your money? You're gonna put your money on your kids first and foremost. So these high schools, what are they gonna do? They're going to put the money on their education, not football program, not basketball, none of that. It's going to be, what can we afford? It's going to start hurting. It's going to start hurting not only the high schools, but the players, because the players ain't going to have it. Like guys in my day on the mountain, Van's in here or not, but Van knows. Hell, we backwoods. I mean, we grow hay. We work our cattle. We worked. We cannot afford to go to Hoover, Alabama, to have a shot to get to college. We didn't have that. So you're going to lose a lot of talent out there. I mean, that's my take on it. AT, you want to add anything on that?
Did you say you played at Pisgah High School?
Pisgah Eagles, Pisgah, Alabama. Take that piss out of your damn head. You're so damn stupid. You can't even spell Bob backwards. Pisgah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said piss on you, man. I didn't have a, yeah, it.
Turn your volume.
Put my earplug in, get my earplug out. Yeah, they, these smaller schools like that, they can't afford it, Spencer. They can't afford the mom and pops to stay at home that would bring the $20. But what, $8 now? What's it? $12 a game, $10 a game? I don't know how much it is to get in the game. I think it's like $8 but they got that. They rely on them mamas and daddies coming in there as much as anybody, and all of a sudden you look up, maybe a daddy wants to stay home and watch the Alabama-Tennessee game, watch Alabama stomp the living mortal fucking hell out of Tennessee, stomp, kick, beat, drag them through the woods. That's at Miss Cajun. I'm just playing, guys. But yeah, it ain't good. I agree with you, Mr. Spencer. Go ahead, sir.
I mean, seriously. I mean, hell, back in my day, you take 5 men, you take 5 grown men out of them stands. And the bootlegger's losing money. Because you know he's coming out there with his damn bag. He's got that shit all down in him. You slide him a 5-piece, get a little pony. You know, it's going to affect the economy if they do this shit. Somebody got to get a hold of it. William, you got anything that you want to add, brother?
I know exactly where Pisky's at. Back in the early 80s was whenever I drove a grocery truck, and we used to have to deliver commodities to the Pisgah High School, to the lunchroom there, to their kitchen. So I know exactly where it's at. Yeah, it's kind of off of that main drag there, off of that main, I forgot what highway that was, but you got to go up there and go north on it there, and right there's a school. So I know exactly where it's at, but yeah, I agree with you.
You went right by my home area. It's called Booger Hill. You go through always stop at Flat Rock, and you go right by Booger Hill. That's where I was born and raised.
Yeah, I delivered to Flat Rock there too. Sure.
Oh, you know where Booger Hill is, then, sir. Anyway, all right, enough of the good home stuff. Let's get into William. While I got you up here, what is your thoughts on the 14-team expansion that they're wanting to do? They've already bypassed 8. They went to 12. They got us all pumped on 12. Now they're going 14. What's your thoughts about that? They've already got the votes for it. They just got to put it in.
I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't even know about that. So damn, that's damn, man. So shit, going to a 14, man. I mean, how long is this going to bring us on into March or April or something? Or are we just going to even have a springtime off or winter time off for the guys or what?
I have no clue how they're going to break this down.
Keep on adding games, especially if you're in the top, whatever it's going to be. What is it going to be? 8 teams and going to be the top? 7 teams or what? I mean,
honestly, I don't know. Until it comes out, I have no clue how they're going to break it down.
The first 4 and then the next 4 are going to have to play, and they got to get them 2. I'm again it. Go ahead.
AT, before I go to you, I'm going to answer Stephen Hicks here laughing at where I come from. Stephen Hicks, I don't blame you for laughing, brother. But the reason it's called Booger Hill is my great-great-grandfather had a blacksmith shop on top of it back when they settled it. Well, everybody around would bring their horses up to be shoed and their carts up to have any metal work they needed done to it. Well, there's a cave on the back side of our property that actually there's a spring there that they used to keep their butter and milk in back in the day, that when the wind blows, it makes a big moaning sound. So when the horses would come up the hill, they would get boogered. That's how it got its name, Booger. Just so you know, it is a true story. Look it up. It's there. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, AT.
I was going to comment on that if I can.
Go right ahead, man.
I thought maybe there was a Bigfoot sitting on there, and he just pulled one big old out there and just throwed it down there.
I knew that was coming. Believe me, I caught that in high school myself, especially in the Navy. Oh, my God, when I heard the Navy. Anyway, go ahead.
Happy birthday, Bobby, next week.
Yeah, the going to the 14 teams, the only way that can work out is if you have the 2 teams have a bye, and then after that you'd have 12 teams playing, which we had 6 left over after the first week. You bring the 2 back into it, leaves you 8, 4, then the championship game. So you're looking at adding 4 games to the year by going to 14. I just don't know. It's a 5 and 9. You got your 5 qualifiers that won their conference, and you got 9 at large. I don't agree with the 5 because, like in NFL, you might have like a New Orleans Saints might be 6 and 10 and win their conference because they were in a sorry ass division. well, these 5 conferences we're supposed to have, what if they have a 6-5 team or a 5-6 team, and you got another team that's left out because of the automatic qualifiers of 5, 9? That ain't right.
Nope.
So that'd be my idea is you can't have automatic qualifiers, to that extent, guys. And I don't like it one bit, but I mean, there ain't nothing I can do about it. Except just voice my displeasure and hope somebody hears it, Spencer.
I understand. My big part about this is they've all agreed on how they're going to split the money and TV time and all this for the 14-team playoff expansion. But they haven't come to agreement how they're going to do it. That's pretty sad when they have to agree on how the money's going to get split before how you going to do something. I mean, that's like going out there, 6 guys going out there and buying 2 hookers. We know how we're going to split the money, but how are we going to do it?
I'm first.
Who's going first? Who's going second? Know what I mean? That's bullshit. That's bullshit right there. Anyway.
I ain't going last.
Now, with that being said, I got to say this on the NIL. Go ahead, brother.
We had our brother come in here, roll tide, rise up. Come on in here if you feel like it. We'll be glad to have you, brother. I know Spencer would love to have you, and come on in here if you feel like it. Go ahead, Mr. Spencer. I had to say something to our buddy Wolf.
I love him. I miss him and I love him. He's our hero, and always will be.
Yeah.
And he's always my brother.
Yes, sir. Always. Yes, sir.
Always. But I've got to say this again. I've preached it, and I have preached it, and I'm going to preach again tonight. The NIL and the transfer portal, with no regulations now, like it is right now, equals undeveloped high school players. It equals undeveloped college players, which equals undeveloped pro players, which lowers the draft money and longer development time for contracts. So right off the get-go, what they've created with this NIL and transfer portal with no regulation is screwing the players that they thought they was going to help it. They're actually breaking it off in their yang.
Yeah.
Because right off high school, they're getting that money off that. They ain't listening to their coach. They ain't doing that extra lap. They ain't getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and work out. They ain't doing it. They got their money. They're good. So they're underdeveloped. They get to college. They're up there. They're getting barked up at college. They making much better as a college coach is. They ain't listening to them. They're half-assing their workout. They're half-assing the practice. They're doing just enough to get by to get that now money. So they're underdeveloped. And if by chance they get lucky enough to get drafted or get picked up for a pro team, they ain't gonna get. It's gonna get where they ain't gonna get much money because they know the pros gonna know real quick. It's gonna take us 3 years to develop this guy. 4 years. So what used to be a $500,000 contract now it's gonna be how about 100,000, 150, 150. That's all you're gonna get. But we gotta pay our guys to develop your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hurt all the way down. It's hurting everybody. It's hurting the players. And what's even worse is the education that these kids are throwing the fuck away. That's what's even worse than anything, is their future. But anyway, William, you got anything you want to put on that, man?
Hey, you done touched on it, man, right at the end there. That their education is lacking because, well, I got this money here. Why do I need education? Why do I need to do this here? It's to develop you. It's to prepare you for after football. But now I don't have to worry about football because, hell, I got this damn money here given to me, I don't have to put out much. As you said, Spencer, why do I need to fucking work out? Why? This damn college is paying me to come here. Hell, bring it on in. That's why there's need to be a standard brought about by Alabama. If you're going to come here and we're going to pay you this, we need performance. We need to see something from you. And if you can't perform for us or see that, then we need to be able to take that money back. If we're not going to get, if you pay for a product, you expect it to work. If you're going to pay for it, it needs to do what it's supposed to do. That's why you buy the thing.
Yeah, if I put batteries in it, some bitch better vibrate. That's all I got to say.
Damn Skippy.
All I'm saying.
I'll go with it vibrating.
That batteries better be working.
I mean, shit.
Did you say you wasn't working, Spencer?
You what?
Did she say you weren't working?
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I would need batteries in is if I wore underwear, would be put them in my underwear. But there that is. I've heard of vibrating panties, but I don't go panties. I don't do that shit. The underwear, maybe. But,
well, them batteries gotta go somewhere, brother. I hope you're right. AAA, not double B's.
I don't do that other neither.
All right, take it away, brother.
Well, also, we're talking about what's hurting these high schools and all that. That transfer portal is killing a lot of kids straight out of high school because, if there's a coach that's missing, he loses a player that he can't replace over, in 1 year. He goes that transfer portal and gets him a 2 or 3 year guy off another team. And this kid that was going to get a scholarship out of high school, all of a sudden he don't get a scholarship, to a big school. So he goes to Georgia Southern or one of these smaller schools and has to work his way back up if he's lucky. So again, when you take money and it tears everything up from the transfer portal, breaking down the kids that are coming out of high school instead of getting a college scholarship. Now another guy's getting it from another school and going back to Notre Dame and playing hockey or a hockey puck or pocky fuck or hockey, whatever the hockey hell he was. But go ahead, Spencer.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna throw a bone to Georgia here. I'm gonna throw a bone to them. Just like our ex-defensive coach and Georgia's head coach, Kirby Smart, said the NFL comes to him and they say, we need linemen. We need people in the trenches. Who do you have? What do you have? We need people in the trenches. Well, that's what we're needing. That he tells them, he brings them in. He does his best to develop them, but they leave before they get developed. They're either stolen through NIL or they just transfer because they're pissed off because Kirby Smart called their mama a name. Now that I don't know. I added that. I just added that. But they are leaving before they get developed because they don't like the hard work, the sweat and tears that it takes. So we're putting out, even Kirby Smart is saying, we're putting out college players who are not ready for the NFL, even in the line. And we're seeing it. We ain't stupid. We see it. We argue about it. We gripe about it. We complain. We cuss about it. That our players are not doing that. So I got to give it up to Kirby Smart. I mean, he stood his ground. AT, what do you say, brother?
Yeah, I agree. It's hard to find a guy at left tackle that's 6'5", 320 pounds that can move because he's got to move. He's the money man on that offensive line, protecting the quarterback's blind side most of the time because the quarterback's right-handed. So when he throws the ball, guys, for those that don't think about it, he turns his back to the left side because he's going to step with his left foot and throw with his right hand. So he, 6'5", 318 that can move. Then you got your left guard. He's got to be able to pull, get out in space. So you're looking at 6'3", maybe 295, 350, 300.
Right.
That's hard to get guys that big that can move. And here's the thing. If they're not working out and turning that 315 pounds and 12% body fat into 315 pounds and 4% body fat, they're not going to make it in the pros. You're going to have some guys that are that good that can play with that kind of body fat, but 12, 15% body fat, I don't give a damn how good you think you are. Your feet are not going to be fast enough to do it, so they're not putting in the work. They're not putting in the time. They don't care no more because, hey, guess what? I got paid come out of high school. And so then you got your center, like we had last year, snapping a son of a bitch 30 yards behind your quarterback, and and all of a sudden he transfers up to Ohio State. Bye, you're gone. So, I mean, it's hard to get guys that you're going to get in there that you need. And when you get them in there, if they don't want to work, you're screwed. William, if you got something to say about that.
Yeah, it's, it's like you got to have a yin to your yang. And if you don't have them, that's going to work together. And to me, one that has went and quit, whatever, like we're saying, I know what you're talking about. The six, we know who that is. The guy that's saying he's coming back. Okay, I don't care. He's not a yang to my yin, or whichever way you want to put it. You were at one time, but then you said, "Hey, fuck you." Pretty much what he said. If he's gonna leave, he's saying "fuck you" to the college, to the institution that gave him the damn chance in the first goddamn place.
Get him.
And then he wants to fucking leave to go somewhere else. And now I made him a goddamn mistake. Okay, maybe he did. Okay, big deal. The thing was, you was at the best damn college it was in the universe, in my view. Even out there in the damn galaxy. I don't watch Futurama. Some of y'all others might, but I don't give a shit. You at the best, and you choose to go because, well, our coach he was with us 17 years, and we won everything, and it's just done. It's over. No, it's not done. Alabama's not done by a long damn shot, and you can guarantee it and take that to the bank. Because Alabama's going to be Alabama, and they're always going to be a winner because that's who they hire as coaches that wants to be winners. We might have messed up a couple of times, maybe 2 or 3 times, maybe. But hey, the rest of them wants to be winners. And if you coming here to be a damn player, I want you to be a winner and fuck the damn money if you're coming for whatever it is that they pay you. Fuck that. You come here to play, or else. I don't want to see you. Go ahead. I'm done preaching. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm on this shit. Go ahead.
By God. Get you some of that. That's 100, brother. Deal with it. All right, AT, go ahead. Have you back up preacher man right there. Yes, go ahead.
Hey, back him up, preacher. Tell it, Rev. Tell it. With Caden Proctor coming back, now we got a starting left tackle back. We got a starting left guard back. We got a center that's going to be a lot better than what we had. He's coming from Washington. He's like a 5-star. So we got a great center coming in. We got a right guard coming back. So the only thing we're really missing off that offensive line, I think, is going to be the right tackle. I don't know who that's going to be, but instead of having 2 or 3 missing, we're only going to have 1. And you don't think that's going to make a big difference? Go ahead.
I got a question on that there. Since you
go for it. Y'all go ahead back and forth. Y'all go for it.
Okay, so you're saying that these are good people that's coming back. So what are we going to do with the ones that the man's done went out and got to take their damn place? What are we going to do with them? Fuck them? Is that
what it was, William? Prior to Caden Proctor, the center we had, we told that he left. That sorry bastard. I'm glad he left, but he's up there in Ohio State, right? Seth McLaughlin left and went to Ohio State. Yeah. Left tackle Caden Proctor left and went to back to Iowa. Okay, then our 2 guards are still coming back. I think I might be wrong on that, but if I am, somebody in the chat room, y'all tell me. If I'm wrong, William, but I don't think I am. But Caden Proctor's coming back, and what was it gone? 3 months, 3.5 months, maybe 4 months. So the center that's coming in, it's going to be better than Seth William, and he's going to be he's just a lot better ball player. So we're really only replacing, bringing back one guy that we didn't have coming back, which would be the right tackle, I think. But I'm not positive. I think that's correct. So we got 4 coming back anyway. And, I just think that Caden Proctor, if he continued to work, we're going to find out if he worked. Hey, Caden, if you didn't work when you were gone, we're going to know about you, brother. Go ahead, William.
Yeah. So I don't know who else is coming back. I don't care. They're quitters. If you quit, bye. Don't come back. This door ain't open here no more. It's not a damn fucking bar door. It don't swing open and closing. I'll figure it out however it is. It don't do that. This ain't a bar. You can't do that. You either go and you either go and stay gone, because there ain't no coming back. Because you was at the top. The cream of the crop, as Macho Man says. When you at the top, there ain't no more. The ceiling's here. It's done. There ain't no more. And you want to leave to drop down to right here? That don't make God. Y'all help me figure that out. That don't make goddamn sense. Go ahead. I can't figure it. Go ahead.
I'll help you out with this one while you got your legs all spread open at the bar. Let me help you out with this one real quick. All right. You leave a program. Then you decide that program is better than what I'm in right now. The weather up here in Iowa sucks. So I want to go back to Alabama. Springtime is ready to hit. It's hot down there. The women are hot down there. I want to be up all down now. So he comes back. But the bottom line is he walks in to the bottom of the totem pole. He's going to have to work harder than what he would have if he would have stayed. Now he's going to have to put in 5 times the job, the work, because it ain't a coach that knows him. He's never played for DeBoyer. He's never played. DeBoyer knows how to look at film. The offensive line coach knows how to look at film, and they also know the mistakes that man made. They also see how our quarterback, Milroe, got drilled from his missed blocks, his missed techniques. So this man going to have to put in 100 times the fucking work to earn a starting position. So I'm glad he's back, because he's got to understand it ain't automatic you're going back on that line. No, your ass done been replaced. You're going to have to beat some people out now. You ain't all that in a bag of chips. You need to learn some more techniques. We got the people to teach you if you want to learn, son. But if you don't want to learn, don't waste my fucking time. That's what he's walking into. That's the facts. That's the damn gospel right there, y'all.
Well, I do like the fact that we got guys coming back. The starting center, we're not starting center, but we got a center coming in. It's going to be a great one right off the bat. Proctor will be better if he's not, like you said, Spencer. He's gone. But I look forward to it, man. I mean, I really look forward. I feel better simply because that left tackle ain't going to be brand new. But go ahead, Spencer. Back to you, brother.
No, that's cool. No, I understand. I agree totally. I mean, he's got to understand. He's going to learn it when he gets there. But what I'm saying, how I see DeBoyer running his operation, yeah, you got to earn every damn thing you get. And that's even the coaches. I'm impressed. I'm enjoying watching how he's doing things, his organization, and I love it. I mean, I've never thought about it that way. I always thought a coach had to be like a Bear Bryant and Nick Saban. I have control over everything. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking it. All right. Now let me ask y'all this. I'm going to go AT first. Do y'all think the way things are going right now, if nothing changes at all on the NIL transfer portal, if it just keeps going like it is, do you think there'll be a day that college will have a draft instead of recruiting?
I don't think you can have a draft. It's simply because it's so many players let's say you got 130 schools and involved in this, and each school's got 85. Do the math, somebody, real quick. 130 times 85. I don't know. 130 times 85 is however many it is. You're talking about just scholarship players.
Right.
So I don't know how many that is. It's well above 1,000. Oh, I don't think you can get into that. I think you're gonna have to recruit simply because there's just too many. Go ahead, Spencer.
No, I got a question on this one you're saying. Then how do we have all these recruiting standings? This is the number 1 guy in the draft. This is the number 2 in the draft. All the way down. They break these players down out of the high school. He's number 1. Boom, boom. He's number 1 in this state. He blah, blah, blah. They break it all the way down. So you take just like NFL does. The sorriest fucking team gets the first pick. So who's the number 1 player? Bam. Who's the number 2? No, it's easily done. It would be easily done. You just say it out there.
The only thing I'm saying when I say that, it'd be hard because the pros, you already got an idea of where your bottom line is, but in high school, you don't know, where the bottom of that is. You got a lot of players that just will not cut the mustard or make the grade, and I just don't think maybe I'm wrong. I mean, you're probably right. I could be.
They're paying them money now in high school to go to somewhere. They don't know how they're going to produce. William, bring me your 2 cents up in here, brother. I got to go make me another drink.
Both of y'all are fucking with my head now. I just want y'all to know that. Y'all be you go to colleges, okay? State of Alabama has got, as far as, the top division, there's only 2. There's Alabama, and then there's that Cal fucked up college. Okay. Uh-oh. Then you got some of these secondary. You got A&M. Then you got Alabama State. You got UAB. You got some other ones. I think there's one over in Western Alabama, ain't it? Over there towards Demopolis, all over toward that area there, I think. But then you got those. And then you got different divisions of high school football, too. There's different divisions there. So where are you going to pick from? And if you go through all that, South Alabama, Bob Sprinkle said, yes, there is that one there. What are they, Golden Eagles or Bears or something, or some sort of shit? I don't know. But still, you got different divisions, what I'm saying. And coaches used to have to go out and, I don't know, did they get recommendations from these high schools or what? How did that used to come about? I don't know.
Well, back in my day, our coaches would send out real film to the different colleges on us. They would cut the film and send how we played with them into the colleges back in my day. I mean, but that's, I don't doubt they have a real player anymore. But anyway.
Right.
And right quick, congratulations to the Alabama women's softball team. Woo! 11-2 in 5 innings. They got a run rule win against Samford tonight. Congratulations, girl. Congratulations.
Clap, William, clap.
I'm sorry, it's not football.
Last time William clapped, he had to go see a doctor.
Okay.
Yep. They call it clap too.
They say that hurts when you put that dick down on that table, and then that doctor hits that with that hammer. Pow! Oh, no, I ain't doing that shit.
Hey, Spencer.
Go ahead, sir.
The school you went to, were y'all called the Piss on Your Flat Rockers?
Say again.
This has got their own high school.
I thought Piss on You, it's called Piss on Your Flat Rockers. I didn't know.
No, it's called Pisgah. Pisgah.
Right.
What was that you said earlier? You so stupid you can't spell Bob backwards?
Nope, he can't. He has to Google it.
You got
I got a question for you, Spencer.
Go ahead, sir.
You said a while ago about a draft with these college players,
Yes.
high school players. Why would you want to draft in college if a certain player is number one, but he ain't the kind of quarterback or running back or whatever the case may be that suits your system? Why would you even want to try to draft him?
Why? I mean, that's my question. Why would you?
Yeah.
I mean, right now they're doing it in NFL, but at least the NFL has some college time to see these players. Where the only thing that college is doing is seeing high school film against lesser talent. This is getting so blown out of proportion, it ain't even funny. But if they don't stop what they're doing, this is where it's going. It's going there, y'all. If they don't stop, somebody gets control of this. It's where it's going. They're going to have to. Because the money ain't going to be enough. They're going, okay, we got Texas buying all of it. We got Alabama doing it. We got Oklahoma doing it. Tennessee doing it. We got everybody. All these good players are going here. We got to stop that. We got to stop it now. So how are we going to stop that? Well, we're going to have to do a draft then. I'm sorry, y'all, but they don't quit this shit. They're going to destroy football as we know it. And I'll be honest with y'all, my first topic for tonight was bend over football because it's coming. But I changed it to Friday Night Lights. I mean, AT, go ahead, man.
I like draft beer myself. Draft pretty good over regular beer, yeah.
Gives me shits.
Does it? Okay. Go ahead.
I'm trying to remember what my point was. Y'all just started talking about bodily function. I can't remember. I don't think. I mean, he's over here. Damn. What the fuck are we talking about? William, you messed me up, man. I'm on left field now.
If we ever get to the point where colleges is a drafting for high school players.
Yeah, well, that's why I looked it up. I did the math a while ago. It would be 1,540 players that you're talking about. If it's just 85 scholarships and you got 130 teams only, then it's going to be 1,540 ball players. They are definitely going to, what they're going to have to do is give these guys contracts instead of signing a national letter of intent. We've went over this before, so I ain't going to just keep on it, but give them a 3-year scholarship. Here's what you get paid first year, second year, third year, and then here's some bonus for incentives that you can get, which can make your contract more. Otherwise, every position pays a set amount, and that's where your contract starts at, and you have your incentives put into it where if you do better, you get more, but if you don't, then you make the baseline. Let's say it's at 50,000, your baseline's 50. If you get 10 sacks, that adds another 30,000 or 40,000 on your contract. Instead of 50, now you got 80. So it's going to have to be contract driven, and if you don't, like you said, it's going to run off the rails, and this thing's catching speed, and it ain't going to slow down. Nick Saban's telling them, guys, I wish the fuck they would listen to Saban now instead of wait till it runs off facts like he told them 5 years ago what was going to happen, and it did. So he's wanting to talk about revenue sharing, let the players get into revenue sharing, and that's the best way to do it. And if you don't listen, you're going to pay the price. Mr. Spencer, I mean, that's my opinion.
Not William?
Now he's full.
Well, say good night, AJ. AJ's leaving. Say good night, AJ.
Good night, AJ. Enjoyed having you out there. Sure did. So, I was reading all those anyway, so maybe that's what thrown me off. But anyway, I don't think that football players, high school players should get paid. I don't think if you're going to start a draft up, that's what they're looking for there. That used to be the norm. You would go to college football, college team to in hopes of getting drafted into the NFL. Now we're talking about wanting to take high school players to get drafted into college. Don't make sense, man. don't make sense, you know. All of it should be about learning first and foremost. You need to get your grades or you don't play on the team wherever you're at, high school or or college. You know, after you get your grades up and get them to a certain level that needs to be met, you get to play in a few games. You know, but as far as paying players to come to play, you know, I don't like that. You know,
Real quick.
That's being a hooker, man.
That genie's out of the bottle, brother.
Entertainment.
That genie's out of the bottle. It ain't going back. These players are going to get paid. The only thing we can do now is try to put rails on it and keep from destroying the sport we love. Because we grew up with the SEC regional rivalries. The Pac-10 had rivalries. The Big 10, the Big 12, and the Southwest Conference. All these are rivalries. And now we're tearing this son of a bitch all apart. We're getting a whole new model in here. And money. They all losing their goddamn minds. And then the next thing you know, cats are living with dogs. And we got all kind of issues in the streets. You know, I mean, damn, at some point in time, we got to stop. Get the cat off the damn dog. It ain't supposed to be in the same damn spot. You know, it's got to change, William. Mr. Spencer.
We're getting ready to get into our last word drill now. We just hit the hour mark. But before we go into it, my brother, Roll Tide and Rise Up, need to work on that name because they ain't nothing know about you. You're one of the greatest. You're a wonderful person. You got to come up with RTR something, but get that no out of your name because you everything that there is. You're a great man, great human being. So work on your name there. All right, quick. AT, you got any last words?
I'm sure I do, but let me think a minute here. Y'all go ahead.
All right, William. While he's trying to figure out how to spell Bob backwards. Go ahead.
Right. Anyway, I tell you what, I'm Bama through and through. Those that decide to leave to go to another college when you're at the best and they decide they want to come back, I don't know about you, my friend. I really don't. So I say go back to where you came from. If you're not true blue and tattoo with a B and an A back here on the back, from the B all the way over to the A, then bye, I don't need you. Don't want you to come back. So even though you're a good player, you might have been the best player. Don't care. You leave, you're gone. The coach has already done said, hey, we need a replacement for you. We're going out and getting them, and that's it. And they should be first and foremost. If you do come back, you go to the back of the line in that position. Roll down Tide.
Roll down Tide, whatever firmer is. Huh. Go ahead, AT.
Guys, excuse me. You get this playoff, and I want to make sure I'm going to get this in my head right. You got 14 teams, and you're going to have 5 and 9. So 5 conference champions. Well, if you look down at your conferences, I wrote it down just because, I know we got the SEC, we got the Big 12, we got the ACC, and the Pac. Well, the Pac's gone. So now we got the SEC, the Big 12, the ACC. So you're supposed to have 5 conference champions. Where are them other 2 coming from? Is that going to be the group of 5 like Cincinnati that year? When Cincinnati, are they going to take 2 Power 5 teams like Cincinnati and somebody, Houston or whoever? Who's going to take up the other 2 slots? Because we're only going to have the SEC, the Big, and the ACC, and now the ACC with Florida State's trying to get out of the contract, and we talked about this a while ago. Clemson is trying to sue and get out of it, and I mean, the 5. Where's the 5 coming from? Anybody out there know? Back to you, Spencer.
Well, for me, I've got 2. I got 2 last words, but my first one, I got to give it up to AJ Jones. I'm going to go ahead and click it up here. So this is a very righteous comment that we have been the most scared about. All of us old people, from NIL and the transfer portal ever starting, that it would go here, that sports will divorce the university system and go independent. Gospel. I do not say it's righteous, because you're so right. That's what we're scared about. Because once they take these poor kids from high school and go independent on sports and not even give them an education, a chance to have any knowledge in life, they're fucked. They are foobarred. Their career's over in 32, 36 years on average. So what are they going to do the rest of the time? They're too damn young to draw Social Security.
Yeah.
They got to have education. The education has to come first and foremost. That's where it has to start. And then you get in the sports. And then if somebody sells your jersey with your name on it, give you the money. I got no problem with that. But I agree with you, ma'am. This is where it's going. And this is what we're fucking afraid of. It's going to destroy the damn sport we all love and screw many, many young men and women in the name of almighty dollar. Just saying. All right. Now my second thing real quick. Congratulations to the state of Alabama. The whole damn state. Congratulations to you.
Appreciate that.
We got the Final Four coming. We got the March Madness coming up, and we're being represented by 4 teams. We have Alabama, Auburn, UAB, and Samford. Thank y'all. Thank you, colleges. Thank y'all. Great job. Thank you for being in the big show, being in the dance. That's my last words. If there ain't nothing else, I'm going to. Is there anything else before I say this? All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, and my wife said that's men's basketball in case anybody don't know that. Go ahead. Go ahead, AT.
I forgot who it was that said it. I was on a YouTube earlier. And KB's one, I think KB brought it up on his show that somebody was calling Nick Saban a racist.
Oh, they have been.
And because they said he was against paying the players. Listen to me, people. He is not against paying them. He wants to pay them in a correct manner, and then that's stupidity at its finest. So
real quick, AT. I'll let you go real quick. I want y'all to put this out there, share it everywhere. I'll give the person who can send me the video of Nick Saban ever saying that he did not want players to be paid. I'll give you $100 in cash. Please send that to me right now. Spencer Ridley, send it to me. Go ahead, AT.
I'll double that. I'll put 100 in on it too, Spencer. I'll give you $100. Show it somebody. You gonna run your mouth. Show it. Go ahead.
Anyway, that's it. Go ahead, William. We gotta get up out of here. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say something about because I just looked this up here, and as far as you was talking about the high school players getting paid for shit, right. Roughly speaking, there were 1,083,308 high school football players competing, and eventually 251 made it to the pro. Just 251 out of all that.
Yes. Yeah.
So
education's more important than football. I'm sorry. And I'm a football player.
Correct. There you go. Go ahead.
All right, that's it. All right. Gentlemen, thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. AJ, thank you so much, girl. You was righteous tonight. Thank you so much. Appreciate every one of y'all over there. Roll Tide, and we love you up, I guess. RTR, I don't know what to call you, but I can't call you no. I can't do it. I just can't do it.
Right.
Anyway, we're up out of here. Icebox, you be so kind to bring on the Great words of the mighty Bear Bryant. Love y'all.
You've got to be better in all three areas of life, which of course are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'd be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy Rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those three areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at a time, 4 years from now, why, we'll be walking out of here